So the next one is the most funny and the most painful. And I mean, I've actually, what was funny about this is I actually had a video of this, but not of a bodybuilder girl, a regular girl. And I sent, I'm a sewer worker in New York City, so I'm a blue collar guy. And I sent this video to the guys that I work with. And in New York City, there are 14 different sewage treatment facilities. So that's okay. So I sent this video to my friends at work, where I work in the facility I work at. The video ended up in 4 different facilities because everybody started sending it to everybody. And that video was a porno girl with boxing gloves on, just punching the shit out of some guy's balls. And that's what the next one is. It's called ball busting. And she literally had boxing gloves on, and he was standing there like, you know, totally exposed, and she was just holding off. And I'm just, this was going on for like 10 minutes, right? And he was swelling up. It was getting, you could see there was damage being done. I mean, this was like no joke. I swear to God. So I'd love to know. Let me see if I could. I'm going to look up. See,
I've never had a request for anything like that. Thank God.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Let me see. Session price. Let's see if we can find that. Okay. Oh, look at this. I typed it in. It says some results may be explicit. Okay. All right. How much? Oh my God. Carol, I swear to God. I can
tell by the look on your face, you felt that in your teeth.
Carol, I swear to God, the first number that came up, I'm not kidding, okay? The first number that came up, ball busting session, $1,850. I swear to God. That's the first number that came up. Wow. Okay. Oh, we're going now. Okay. Now it's a little bit more reasonable. Now we're getting around to 350, 500. But the first one that came up, I don't know who this person is. Mistress Ja charges $1,850 for her to punch you in the balls.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
I don't. You know, I don't know. You know, like I said, you get these DMs and you see all this and you think to yourself, well, you know, I mean, I can see how a young girl, if she's getting stuff like this, if she's getting things, and it doesn't even have to be a young girl. I mean, it can be anybody that does it. I mean, you know, you can see, I mean, that's all you have to do to make
X amount of dollars. And there's no way you could make, most people don't make that in a week. No, most people don't make that in 2 weeks.
Right.
You know,
so, I mean, I guess, you know, like I said, you know, there's always been, I think, sort of a soft white underbelly that nobody's ever really known about. And I think that with the introduction of the internet and with, I mean, let's face it, on the internet, it's not just that. I mean, if you wanted to, you know, totally off subject, if you wanted to be an adult and you wanted to dress like a baby and suck on a butt, you can probably find somebody that will want to participate in that with you.
Yes.
You know, like, so, I mean, I think it's just, but as far as it being a slippery slope, you know.
With those kind of numbers, it has to be. Because, I mean, you're going to think about, like, what I mean is, by this, through the slippery slope, let's say that's the most extreme. For God's sake, I hope that's the most extreme, right? Yeah. What else is it? Getting stabbed in the eye? You know. Let's say that's the most extreme. Okay, so you know, you're getting 500 for a dominatrix session. You're getting that kind of money for role playing. You're getting whatever amount much for tickling. And again, this is not full services. It's not intercourse. It's easily justifiable, and it's money that is very difficult to earn for the average person. So I have to believe, and let's face it, let's really face it. If you are a competitive bodybuilder at the national level or in a pro level, it is expensive. It is an expensive sport, especially for women.
Yes.
I mean, run down, how much was your outfit? Just your outfit.
I really have been very fortunate. I mean, I can do my own hair and makeup because I have my cosmetology license, you know.
Oh, that's good.
You know, a friend of mine who has competed did my tan for me.
Right.
But my suit I did have made by Christy Guyton, and she I told her I just needed kind of a basic suit. It was still $400.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not, that's not.
Yeah. For women,
On the lower end. So.
yeah, women bodybuilders are definitely the most expensive because men don't have to worry about makeup and hair and nails, and they don't have to. I mean, men's bodybuilding suits are just covering the tomosikama and that's it.
Right.
Yeah. But with women, it's hair, nails, makeup, the suit, the shoes too. A lot of the girls have to wear shoes on stage and so on and so forth. And if you cross over, right? So
if you cross over your entry, your fee, your NPC fee, or right. Your food, your coach.
That's right.
Your diet, all those things cost.
Supplements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, it's.
Explain what crossing over is for people that don't know.
I'm sorry.
Explain what crossing over is for people that don't know in bodybuilding.
So when I did my show, for instance, I was gonna just do my age,
mm-hmm.
which it was 35 and over.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna do that, and my friend said, no. You need to do open. You need to do that too. And I thought, God, I'm gonna go stand next to some 25-year-old girl, But I said, okay, I'll do that. So I did two of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid my fee for the open, and then I paid my fee for my master's division.
Right.
And if you want to do novice, you can do novice. I did not choose to do that, but you can do, just because they didn't have it actually at the show. I wanted to do it, but they didn't have a novice category in bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm. So
you can do novice. And there's also a category called true novice, which I'm not really quite sure what that means. True novice and then novice, and So, and the girl that I competed with, not only did she compete in bodybuilding, she also competed in physique. So she even crossed.
Which she means she needs two suits.
I don't know if she needed two suits.
Because I know the figure and the physique suits are different. I'm not sure about the bodybuilding.
I think bodybuilding and physique those
same?
suits can be somewhat the same.
Okay,
I think if you're in physique, they should probably be hers was pretty fancy. Mine was sparkly, but pretty basic. So,
so yours was basic and it was 400.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And not only is it probably the most expensive to do for a woman in that world, women bodybuilders now I'm being specific to women bodybuilders, they make the least as far as endorsements go.
Absolutely.
Like, women's a bikini and figure, and now they have the wellness, which is ridiculous, but whatever. Basically it's bikini with a big butt. That's really what it is. Anyway, they'll get endorsements easier than women's bodybuilding because they could
more mainstream.
They could appeal to the masses more. But a lot of women, they don't make a lot of money with endorsements. A lot of the times they don't make any money with endorsements,
Right.
I had interviewed Rita West, and she is endorsed by Blackstone Labs, but it's commission based only. I also interviewed Donna Salib, and she's endorsed by Gaspari, but again, it's commission based only. It's not like your Kai Green and Redcon One is giving you $30,000 a month. That's not happening. So not only is it the most expensive, but it's the least amount of money you could possibly make in that world. And then somebody offers you to get punched in the balls for $1,800. Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Right. Right. And that's the thing. I mean, is this a private session you have with somebody? Is it recorded? Is it video? Does it go viral? Are you out there? Are you exposed? Are you, for doing something like that? Like what is the, if you were doing it just as a private session and you weren't telling anybody about it, and, you and this person that you were punching in the balls is just between the two of you, then, I don't know. I think, it's an individual choice, right?
Yeah.